I'll just say listen to what she's saying. Interacting with the students and also provide internship for the students, and that's something where they will actually get to see the master in motion. That's what we are looking forward to.
No master. just one person who wants to make a change. That's all. So no master.
Okay, so no master.
Do we have any other question? Yes, ma'am.
Did. I studied in Brooks College in California, in Southern California, and I really am so happy that I went there, because I remember the first thing that we learned on day one in class, where I walked into my class with this art design teacher that I had, who was hysterically sweet little lady, old lady. She must have been over 70 years old, but she looked so spectacularly topped, with her little eccentric dressing sense and everything. And she told us that there is no wrong design. If you can explain it, it's there, it's right. So the whole thing is how you explain it. In the whole world, there is nothing that is wrong. It's just the way you explain it. So this is one thing that infused in me that, I was, 17 years old, and this was, I'm talking about really long back. So it's like, at that age, if children, like from Pearl, if they're allowed to think and create a newness in the way they think, then automatically they will get stimulated to design better, to do better, to create better, to do everything. So it's just about how much of stimulus that they are, provided with.
Susanne, you are always back.
There's one thing that I learned is that above every other voice, you have to listen to your heart. That's it. So you listen to your heart and you know where you're heading. That's all that there is in life. So I think that's what every girl should do.
So my question then really to you is, when you're looking to expand yourself creatively, do you see something that you still want to tap on the agenda that you're looking forward to doing? Because honestly, collaborating with an academy wasn't something we thought, and it's a pleasant surprise. So what do you really have on the agenda next for yourself?
I think that there is no agenda. And like I said, you just have to take it one step at a time. If it feels right, you do it. When we met, it felt right, because I was going to contribute to something which was meaningful. So for me, more than any agenda or any, target, it is how you feel and how much you can contribute to that. So I'll take one day at a time. And maybe I will do a lot more, but right now I'm doing this. Yeah, thank you.
I actually have a question which kind of came as a lead on to what she just asked you. You were talking about how it's important to have inspiration. It's always good if you have a mentor. But talking about inspiration, what does Susanne do for inspiration? What is that thing? How do you go about looking for, your next piece of inspiration?
It's a very strange thing, but my inspiration comes from the strangest thing. I have 2 kids, and they are 8 and 6. They have the most bizarre imagination, because they are into the most creative characters of storybooks and, these various kind of app games and everything. And the strange thing is that there are these things that they show me. Like there is this game called Infinity Blade. There's this thing called Clash of Clans. Now these are these various app games which kind of show you how to live your life, how to kind of be a child and also be an adult in that zone to kind of survive, So the whole thing is that children's storybooks, like a Harry Potter or a Lord of the Rings, it inspires you how to think and how to create your own life. So you have to, whether you have struggles, you have to deal with things that you need to deal with, and then you have to be powerful and strong and be righteous. So I think even with design, the inspiration should always be to try and kind of create a story. It's not about one piece of furniture. It's not about one outfit. It's about the story that you create in that collection that will kind of be very interesting to understand. So I think that it's it all comes, it connects the dots. So nobody will really understand the thought flow, but everything connects eventually.
But this is very interesting. Inspire their children. The reason your children are reading books is because you're reading books to them, and you've kind of put that habit into them. And today, those children are inspiring you. It all comes full circle. I believe we have another question.
Okay, Susanne, this is a little away from Pearl Academy and the event that we are here for, but at least for the sake of children and a lot of Hrithik fans want to know, would you be going back to a family unit or no?
We're actually here just to talk about Pearl Academy, so thank you so much. Thanks.
Hi, Susan. One question for you, because you just mentioned your inspirations. So this question is related to that, because it made me curious, because these kind of inspirations not many take. What is actual definition of design for you?
Design is a thought that should provoke you, that should seduce you, that should instigate you, that should calm you. Any design has that effect on a person. So design can affect a person, depending on what the design is, it can affect a person in all these ways. So for me, when I look at good design, it has to have a very serene and calming effect on the person, on me. And if I want to have a design which kind of motivates or inspires, you put that in. So it's like the combination of these various ingredients that you want. So design is more to kind of provoke feelings. So feelings and design go together, because a design gives you good feeling. And if a design gives you a good feeling, then it's a good design, whatever it may be.
Actually, for the first time, I'm hearing this word thought from someone, because I believe in this same thing. Design is a thought.
Yes.
It's not a product.
No.
People think design is a product. And actually, even in the books, it's given in the definitions that design is a product that appeals to the masses, which is completely wrong.
I agree with you.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Good to know.
Would you like to come and teach with us?
I'm actually a Pearl alumni.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
See, that's amazing.
No, it's for the last 20 years we have done something.
Yes, I was just going to say
When you look at him,
that.
and we have Vaishali sitting there at the back. Thank you, Vaishali, for coming here. I think we've made a difference.
Kudos. You all have really made a difference. And we're looking forward to you making a difference to the lives of all the Bombay students as well.
Absolutely. We are
with the new
looking
academy.
forward to it as well. So 1st August, we start our campus. All of you are invited.
Excellent. I think we've got enough questions in for today. Once again, thank you all so much for being here with us. PearlAcademy.com. If you need